haven't seen my intro video where I explained the purpose of this YouTube channel, I encourage you to go watch that video right now or after this video. But just briefly, I'll be taking on various hobbies and practicing those respective hobbies for about 30 minutes a day for 30 days, and I'll track my progress and present it on YouTube. And by doing so, I hope to encourage other people to pick up new hobbies as well. And the first of those hobbies will be drawing, at least for me. And here you can see I'm practicing circles and cylinders as well as shading. And looking at my circles and shapes now, I definitely improved. I am recording this about a week after I finished the challenge, and I hope you guys agree that I did improve. Probably could have spent more time on these drawings. And here is a teddy bear based on shapes. Here's spheres with a little shading, really brings life to these drawings. And here are 3D objects such as, the sphere, the cylinder, cube, pyramid. These are just practicing basic shapes. We're starting off simple. And on week 2, here I started to learn the Loomis Method of drawing a head. I'll share a link below since I'm not an expert and I can't explain it that well, but essentially you start off with a circle for the head, or the cranium, which goes from the top of your head down to your nose, I believe, or something like that. And then you draw a line for the eyes, a line for the nose, the box shape for the jaw. And basically, this will help you sketch out any face shape you would like, and it's really easy to do after you get used to these procedures. And at the beginning, you can tell, I'm messing up a lot and my circles aren't great. Again, these aren't perfect, but you can kind of see where the head is taking form. And this front view, as you see right here, it was a little difficult for me, probably because my shapes weren't perfect, far from perfect, as you can see. But we keep trying and we move forward. And again, here are more shapes of the head with various angles, front facing, forward facing, and the side view. Just slowly improving by repetition. So here I moved on from the head and moved on to the male torso, and I chose to learn how to draw in an anime style, since the characters I would like to draw are probably from anime or superheroes or cartoon characters, so I thought this was a good starting point. And basically the method is you draw a kind of balloon head shape with a balloon string going down, and you map out the male torso accordingly. And I won't describe the whole process since the YouTube tutorial link down below will do a much better job than I can. And here, after you get the general shape in, you just start filling in the muscles, and I'm nearly finished with drawing a figure of my own body. Obviously I'm joking there. And as you can see, I am struggling with drawing the arms. And here are just more body shapes. And here you can see I started doing construction lines for the body, and the basic idea is to quickly sketch out a pose before adding in the details, and that way you can see if the sketch is going to be proportional in the way you want it to be. And here, same thing, just continue with construction lines and then adding needs. Here you can more construction lines. You can see my proportions are off. Looks kind of funky, but slowly improving is the name of the game. Here it's slightly better, still a little off. And this is the end of week 2, and I decided to draw Aang from Avatar: Last Airbender, but this may have been a bit ambitious on my part because I haven't really learned how to draw clothes, and this didn't occur to me until after I started sketching. So this was definitely a struggle, but it turned out okay. And in week 3 I went back to drawing the head and now adding in details to the head, anime style. Again, just continue to do the same and different poses, and I actually really enjoyed this week, or this day, for whatever reason. Doing the same, but now with the male head, again, more of an anime style. And you can really see how the Loomis Method works here. Just sketch Aang again. The first one, top left, seems a bit embarrassing. The far right is okay, but I'm not sure you could tell it's Aang without the arrow. And I think the bottom middle, you can definitely tell that's Aang, which is good. And again here, more poses of Aang. Just trying to get better. Definitely see some improvement, but far from perfect, which is okay. So for the end of week 3, I decided to sketch adult Aang. You can see here my circle is much improved from week 1, although still far from perfect. And again, I'm just doing the Loomis method, drawing the circle and then adding in lines for guidance. Here I'm drawing into the eyes. As you can see, I have great difficulty with it. It's so hard to get the eyes to be proportional to one another. Same with the eyebrows. I really struggle with these two body parts or features on the face. But the nice thing about the Loomis method is you can keep erasing and adding, and it doesn't take that much time, and the general shape of the head will always be there. And you can just keep making minor changes as I'm doing here. And just adding some more detail into the eyes. Just adding that little white circle right there you see really brings the eyes to life. Adds a more realist feel to it. Actually, in the middle of drawing this image, I was really struggling, and I almost gave up. But we stay the course, and we keep at it, and we'll see some results. And I'm glad it did, because this is taking shape. Not great, but not terrible either. And actually, by this point of the challenge overall, I was really getting into drawing, and I was drawing close to an hour a day. Just kind of getting lost in drawing, which is always a nice feeling to pick up a new hobby and really get deep into it. And I actually think my camera was about to die here, and you'll see the footage cut out before I finish sketching it, but you'll see the end product. And here is serious adult Aang next to the lovable kid Aang. Weird to see kid Aang grow up so much. Makes me feel old as well. And here's a side-by-side comparison. Again, a common theme here seems to be my proportions are just a tad off. The face could be a little more condensed and a bit wider, but overall not bad for 3 weeks of drawing. We're approaching the last 7 to 9 days of the challenge, and I went back to drawing construction lines and trying to do different poses. This was rather difficult. Try more poses. It doesn't look great. My proportions are way off on this, and again, I'm having difficulty drawing arms. I decided to go back to the basics here, drawing cylinders and wedges, and then combining this with construction lines. This definitely helped. I should have been doing this way more. Again, just more poses. Definitely see some improvement after I went back to the basics. Again, just worked on various poses, adding more definition to the arms here on the right. But you can see how a quick sketch can really evolve and help shape your poses. On the left is a full body sketch of Aang. It looks okay. I thought it was reasonable. But at this point I decided to just go back to focusing on the head and the features of the face and improve on other body parts maybe next month or something. I think I was getting a little overzealous and jumping ahead too much. And here are images of Aang looking worried, Sokka looking annoyed, and Zuko looking grumpy, all seeming character to me. For my final sketch of the first 30 days, I decided to sketch Korra from Legend of Korra. I haven't really drawn the female face all that much, so this was a bit more challenging than some of my previous sketches. Plus, I haven't really drawn hair, so perhaps again I am overestimating my abilities. But anyways, here's me applying the sketching techniques I learned thus far. Loomis head, sketching in the eyes, the facial features, and of course I'm messing up a lot. The eye is always giving me trouble. And sorry if the camera keeps fading in and out. I'm kind of new at this, so bear with me. And as we watch me attempt to draw Korra, I just want to discuss some additional thoughts. As you can see, there is a noticeable difference between where I started from at the beginning of the challenge and where I'm now. I am far from good. That goes without saying, but this channel isn't about becoming good, at least not in 30 days. But as the name of the channel suggests, it is you are capable of becoming average, and how anyone can accomplish this by just putting in 30 minutes a day for 30 days. And it seems obvious, but everyone always has an excuse to why they won't pick up a hobby or why they aren't good at something, and I'm guilty of this mindset as well. So I would encourage you to pick up a hobby and just try it for 10 minutes a day for a few weeks. In that time you'll improve and you'll want to spend even more time doing your new hobby. Or you will realize you just don't like the hobby and you can drop it, but at least you put in a genuine good faith effort, to borrow some legal jargon. And that's another thing, make sure you're putting in a genuine good faith effort before you give up on something. And overall, I would say this challenge was honestly genuinely enjoyable. Some hobbies you pick up and you drop for various reasons, and other hobbies you want to keep improving on. And drawing is a hobby I think I want to keep improving on. So I'm probably going to keep drawing for another 30 days or so, and again I'll track my journey, and hopefully I continue to improve my skills. And let me know if you want to see another video of me drawing for what would be 60 days or so. You're just finishing up Korra. It's turning out okay. I probably could have added some shading to this image, but it was taking me really long to do this. Yeah, you see I was about to shade and I just kind of said forget it, next time. And here's the finished project. I think this resembles Korra. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Don't let me know if you disagree. And here's a side-by-side view. I think I could have made the face more condensed and wider. Common theme, it seems like. So if you have any tips on this, let me know down below. Thank you for watching. I hope that was somewhat entertaining for you guys. But more importantly, I hope it encourages you to pick up a new hobby, whether that's drawing or any other hobby. For me personally, drawing was quite enjoyable. I enjoy learning new techniques, applying it, and slowly getting better. As you can see in the beginning of the challenge, I was terrible and had no talent whatsoever. And by the end of the 30 days, I had a sliver of talent. And you know, that's slight progress, but progress is something we should be happy about. And again, you know, this is my first challenge and my first YouTube video essentially, so any constructive feedback, whether things you liked, disliked, whatever it is, let me know down below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.